G'day guys, Justin here, coming at you with another NBA video. This time my NBA Player of the Week for March the 5th to March the 11th, 2018. It was only a two-horse race this week, but with James Harden sitting out, the Rockets win. Today my Player of the Week is Damian Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers in his rousing efforts versus New York, Los Angeles and the Golden State Warriors. We check out his game-by-game performances by the numbers. Versus Los Angeles, in Los Angeles, he had 39 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 turnovers. Turnovers not looking that great there when you compare the assist numbers and the fact he was lacking some defensive effort. However, 39 points, certainly enough to get the job done and certainly enough to get the win. 48% shooting from the field, pretty respectable there. Most guards want to be looking at that 48-49% mark. 47% an absolute minimum for me. 54.5 from deep. You take them, you got to make them, and he certainly did that this week, no doubt about it. Making half of his deep attempts in this game, and 75% shooting, a little to be desired. Certainly could be looking to improve upon that from the foul line. However, enough to get the job done. Versus New York, he had 37 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals there with the 2 turnovers, so made up his lapses offensively on the defensive end. Had a pretty good all-around shooting night as well, 55.6 from the field, so certainly something to be proud of there. Many bigs in the league would be proud of that. 72.7 from deep. Anything over 40% is great. Anything above 45 is unbelievable. Anything above 50% is just a bonus. So to see him shoot 72.7 from deep, quite good there, and 81.8 from the free throw line, so improving on those free throw numbers through the week and shooting at an acceptable level there. And then versus Golden State, arguably his lowest productive week, however, was able to put a bit more in the point guard, put himself into the point guard role a hell of a lot more and actually control the offense a little bit. 28 points, took a back seat in the scoring there to CJ McCollum. 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Interesting to note that Draymond Green was a big assignment there in this game. However, based on the fact that I do compare starters to starters, he won't be featured in this slideshow slash video. So again, 28 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists there for Lillard versus Golden State, going up against Quinn Cook. Notably there that Steph Curry was out of the game. They lost the game, the Golden State Warriors. So something to weigh up there for anyone in the MVP conversation. Only the 3 turnovers, certainly can't scoff at that when you put in an all-around performance there. Probably lacking the defensive numbers again, but nonetheless enough to get the job done versus a very impactful Golden State Warriors. 38.1 from the field, a little to be desired. I mean, he needs to be shooting that 47-48% if he wants his name to be brought back into that MVP conversation, considering the Portland Trail Blazers run as of late. However, his other shooting form was ideal. 40% from deep, nothing to scoff at, as I mentioned. Certainly something that a lot of players in this league are going to be aiming for in the next 4 to 5 years. You'll find 40% to be almost a league norm from deep very soon. And 100% free throw shooting. You know, you got to make as many from the line. They are free. That's why they're called free throws. And again, 100% from the line there, leading the Trailblazers to a record of 3-0 on the week. Breaking down his statistical numbers for the week, his overall stat line for the week, Lillard had 34.7 points per game, 3.7 rebounds per game, 5 assists per game, and 0.7 steals per game, with 3 turnovers a game. So overall, good scoring. Probably needs a little bit more D, but at the end of the day, a high possession rate and a high scoring rate allowed him to contribute the 3-0 record. 46.9, so just a tick under 47%, but that's an improvement on Lillard as he plays. However, would like to say that probably close to 48, 49. And again, his other shooting numbers are certainly acceptable, certainly passable. Good to great numbers here. 56.3 from deep on the week and 83.9 from the stripes. So 2 passable marks there and a questionable, 2 more than passable marks and certainly a questionable field goal percentage. As I mentioned, 34.7 and 46.9 is certainly nothing to scoff at. I mean, Kobe Bryant got away with that for all of his career, and look how highly people rate him. As we take a look at his notable opposition on the week, these were the starting point guards in the games he played versus Los Angeles, New York, and Golden State. Lonzo Ball managed 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals on 1 turnover. One of the lower productive weeks for him over the past month or so. He's been really balling out and really making a case as one of the 5 best rookies on the season, that's for sure. Shot 33.3% from the field, 42.9% from deep, has been hitting the long ball as of recent. That was certainly a weakness that was criticised of him. However, 33.3% shooting from the foul line does beg improvement. Overall, Lonzo showing some improvement. Had a lot of pressure put on him from his dad and the fact that he went to Los Angeles and had Magic's endorsement. But he does have a little bit of room to grow. Efficient scoring and shooting is certainly one of those areas. However, overall, he's been a reasonably good defender. I mean, his numbers have been comparable to someone like a Draymond Green throughout the year, but you certainly don't hear Lonzo getting talk as Defensive Player of the Year. But he's got a lot of potential. He's got a lot of work to do. However, he's cruising along just fine. Certainly has broken that bust category people were sitting him in. Versus New York, he faced Frank Ntilikina. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists to Frank here, and 1 block. Shooting to be desired at 28.6 from the field, and didn't make a 3-point attempt. As I've always said, if you take them, you've got to make them. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do that. But 100% shooting from the stripe. Just need to see a little bit more production from him, really. Porzingis has been out for a while, and Tim Hardaway Jr. is only going to be able to do so much, along with the likes of a Michael Beasley. However, there's just a little bit of work he needs to do in adjusting to the NBA game, coming from Europe. Having played a fair bit of time over there, I still feel that the adjustment's going to be needed. However, he should be fine. He is capable. He has proven that throughout the season. And Quinn Cook was the Golden State Warriors point guard in place of Steph Curry, who is currently out. And he had 8 points and 1 rebound on the game. Actually played a fair bit of defense in this game, which doesn't show up. He was caught in a lot of one-on-ones and didn't receive a lot of help from his teammates. However, put in a valiant effort despite no numbers to show for it. 8 points, 1 rebound, 37.5 from the field. Just needs to improve on that. Needs to get that up and about. Again, if you take him, you've got to make him from 3. He wasn't able to do that. And 100% shooting from the foul line. So he is capable, he just needs to put that work in, and I think it's pretty clear there. The Damian Lillard certainly got the better of all 3 of these gentlemen on the week. In his 4th quarters versus Los Angeles, he had a whopping 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Certainly the reason they won that game and delivering in the clutch there. 71.4 from the field, 80% from deep, and 83.3 from the line. A pretty damn good shooting show there. Versus New York, he had the 1 turnover, didn't make a field goal, didn't make a 3-pointer, and didn't attempt a free throw. However, was only in the game for about 2 minutes as the Trailblazers had wrapped up the Knicks pretty quickly in that one. Versus Golden State, he managed 6 points and 1 assist, going 28.6 from the field to a 7. Probably can improve a little bit there. 50% from deep and didn't attempt a free throw. So it would have been better to see him maybe get up to that 10 to 12 point mark there and balance out his field goal percentage. And as we have a look at the players of the week so far, you'll see Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Andre Drummond, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Kristaps Porzingis, Kyrie Irving, and Giannis Antetokounmpo there down the bottom. They have been players of the week. And up the top, I have James Harden and Anthony Davis, bigger and bolder than everyone. These 2 at the moment are leading my MVP race. Davis has been the best player in basketball for me since about the very late end period there of January right through to now. I mean, as I record, the Pelicans in a loss today, he managed 25-11 with 10 blocks. A real genuine triple-double there for those of you that rate triple-doubles. I mean, when you look at the guys in this list, someone like a LeBron James and a Russell Westbrook who's constantly chasing the stats to get those triple-doubles to look good. I'm going to suggest that Davis was a hell of a lot more effective on both ends of the floor, but much like Westbrook and much like LeBron, resulting in a loss. Unfortunately, and James Harden, he had a tremendous week, shot 50% from the field for the first time in a long time in a week. He was very, very close, however, missing that game, and Chris Paul leading that team to a victory did hurt his case, particularly when it was a 2-1 record with him on the team. Yeah, it's a 2-horse race for me for the MVP. There's a chance that someone like a DeMar DeRozan is going to get votes from the Raptors. There's a chance that someone like a Kyrie will get votes from Boston. I don't see how LeBron's going to get votes because naturally it's LeBron, but I don't see LeBron a genuine contender to knocking off Davis or Harden at this point. Lillard making a case. Portland, sitting, third and fourth in the West is going to be hard. Jimmy Butler missing 4 to 6 weeks is going to hurt, but I feel he could have had a case as well. Someone like a Steph Curry is certainly showing his case, considering the play that Golden State show when he's out. And Westbrook certainly leading the charge for OKC. If they make a deep run, there's a case for them. And I mean, shout out to LaMarcus Aldridge, who's had a pretty solid season as well. But I just feel that the two-horse race at the moment is going to be to the best all-around player in the game and the best offensive threat in the game in James Harden. So, yeah, and it's definitely a two-horse race between Harden and Davis for me. It's just a matter of seeing who gets where. If Davis can lead the Pelicans to a third seed, he has a genuine chance. However, with Harden being the bridesmaid twice, I feel this year he will get the votes purely because of that, not to mention his decent overall play. I mean, he did lead the Rockets to a 12-0 month in February, if you want to look at it like that as well. So he's showing some good all-around promise there. Really needs to work on his defense. His defense just doesn't cut it. And those that are saying he's been elite and great this year really need to look at what defense is. But I do feel it is a two-horse race. Harden's probably going to get it with the record and the fact he's been bridesmaid twice. But Anthony Davis, no doubt about it, the best all-around player in the game of basketball right now. That's been me, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Head over to my Twitter, Justin_G_Bryan. I'll be uploading many polls throughout the next couple of weeks in regards to different stat lines. I want people to vote on that. And just leave my comment generally on how the game sits at the moment. A few factoids throwing out lately, such as great all-time players and their performances in series-ending games. So head over there and let me know what you think. Again, in the comment section down here, let me know who your player of the week was, where you think the MVP race sits, and what do you think is a major factor to the way people will vote on the MVP. Again, that's been me. Leave a like, again, leave a comment, leave your feedback, subscribe to the channel for more content, and once again, hit me up on Twitter, Justin_G_Bryan for more hoops and life talk. Thank you very much, guys. We'll be endeavouring to upload my part 2 of LeBron James's tarnished legacy through the week. But until then, enjoy yourselves, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video.